and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Still Wakes the Deep blind playthrough. And we are going underwater. Once again. And the bad part about swimming, as you saw in a few episodes ago, is that when you're underwater, sometimes it can get really dark, so you can't see shit you're doing. And McLeary, oddly enough, Cass isn't the most nimble swimmer, to say the least. Hold R2 and use L to pull yourself along. Oh. Do have to... Ah. Come on, Cass, don't give out on me. He also has the lungs of a very veteran smoker, I must say. Okay, swimming against the current has to be very tough, but... Okay, now we're swimming with the current. So, up or down? I guess we're going down, since there is a ladder here. Nope. Ah. There's another ladder over here. And in the last episode, I said I was a bit envious of Cass. I rescind that. I am not at all envious of him, even though I am cooking in my studio. What am I doing? There we go. Can we open this door?
Stuck fast.
So our objective now is that we are gonna try to, as Brody said, float the platform. So I'm guessing that means disconnecting it from the pylons or something.
That's all we need.
Oil and an active exposed electric wire even. That is a recipe for disaster. But it's very kind that they have put these yellow cables so it's easy to see where you're supposed to go. This is a game that's very hard to get lost in. It's very linear. It's very easy, even when you're being chased, to know.
Fuck.
Like the linearity, it flows well, I must say. Oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be a long swim. I am so boned. Not quite sure how I got through that. But as I said, it flows very well. I have to give them that. Even when, since this is my first time playing this game, I'm sure I'm supposed to get over there. Should I go down here first? Fuck it, we'll try this, see what happens. Let's see. Is there anything useful here? No. Nothing useful. I made 0 progress, so we'll just skip that for now. This is probably... This is me being stupid. This is probably, if you botch this jump, that is your reset point. But being the godlike gamer I am, of course I didn't botch it. First try, baby. And I'm very surprised. This is also something I have mentioned before, that for being a horror game, it is quite light on the horror elements. I was very stressed when I first started playing this. I call bullshit on that. I pressed down on L2. For some reason I am still alive. Probably won't be for long though. What the hell did just happen? Was that a scripted fall? I think that fall was scripted because I held down L2. Super weird. Yes, as I said, I think this game is a bit light on the horror elements. Trophy, treading water. Warm yourself up. Yes. Use the heater. Come and sit on my couch. Cass. I'll give you a beer and we can swap stories.
Well, enough waiting around.
Okay, now that we have thawed up once again. Can't open that. Someone calling? No. Interesting change. I'm outside the crew lounge and I am heading to the roof. The roof is not marked on the map, of course. But in this game there hasn't been a big amount of horror. I'm supposed to head that way, so first we'll head this way. Just for shits and giggles. Even though I think there is nothing to see over here, except for a cluster of eggs and...
Roy must have gone through the roof. Must be a way up somewhere.
Okay. There was something to watch there, or look at. But once again, going back to what I was saying, it's quite light on the horror elements. I was very nervous going into this game. The very first time we were going through, what was it? The generator room or something before I ran into Trots.
That is some weird shite.
The very first enemy I saw. Forgot about my headlamp. But that section where I was being chased by someone, I can't remember if it was in generator room or whatever it was. Here's a TV. Can you mess around with the TV? No, nothing to do here. Okay. Something very aggressive. Like crawling through those vents, a la Alien style, could have been made super claustrophobic and tense, but I don't feel that they are going for that in this game.
Shit.
And that is not so much a complaint as it is just nice. As it is just an observation.
Roof access.
Let's see, I'm just outside the showers. Roof access. Where's roof access? It's over there. Can't go through there. Cannot go through there. Ah. But what's behind door number 3? And in a way, being the scaredy cat that I told you that I am when it comes to first-person horror, just had to adjust my mic for a bit. A small part of me feels a bit relieved that it is not as scary as, for example, Out Loud. Did I? Probably missed something. As games like Outlast or Alien Isolation that I've talked about before. Alien Isolation is one of those games that I would never even attempt playing. Also a bit due to when that game came out. I read the reviews. And something that surprised me about that game was that the reviewers said that it's quite a long game.
Still up here.
Or relatively long. I think it's around... On your first playthrough, I think you go through it in about 10-15 hours.
Oh, Christ. Ah!
Which by today's...
Can't open it.
Can he come in here?
Fuck off now, eh?
No, we can't. Yes. 10-15 hours by today's standards isn't very long when it comes to games. I got There we go.
Jesus. Fucking poor bastard.
Just looking at the corpse. Yes, by today's standards, when a lot of games we can without problem sink upwards of 100 or 200 hours into a game. Speaking from experience, I've played Elden Ring for, like, including the DLC Shadow of the Earth Tree, I think took me around 140 hours
To keep quiet.
to play through the entire game.
What the hell? How did they get like that? Christ. Did Trolls do this?
No, the minor drill issue did it.
Roof access. Oh, I'm so close.
But Trots is over there. I think this might be the first instance where we are supposed to hide in a locker. And it sounds as if he is right outside. This section is very strange because even though I am... That's not Trots.
Jesus.
I'm just winging it through this. This is the slowest chase ever. Well, there's not much I can do except for just continuing. Going back to what I was saying about alien isolation, so I can finish that rant before I finish this episode, is to have a stealth horror game that lasts for 10 to 15 hours. To me, that sounds a bit long. It might not feel very long when you play it, but I know I read a review where they criticized the game for that fact. Trophy, me and my spoon. Okay.
Roy's insulin is here.
Roy's insulin. Okay, so now that we have that, I guess we'll...
I've got to go.
to the loot trots. Did I kill him? I think I did. So that's Adair and Trots going down. Trophy, Beaufort 11. Entering roof. And I am gonna end this episode right here, and we'll continue onwards in our quest to find Roy in the next episode. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.